Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Now everybody's upset. The military is being asked, what do you think about President Obama, really? And they said all too much that we definitely disapprove of the actions of our commander-in-chief. This is from the Military Times. It says, do you approve or disapprove of the way this president is handling his job as commander-in-chief? And the graph on Military Times shows you definitely that they do not support the actions of President Obama. And, why is this? Everybody wants to talk about this. Why don't people support President Obama? They always try to make it some type of racial issue. And, when we talk about Obama, there's things Bush did that I don't like. There's things Clinton did that I don't like. And talking about Bush, you send guys over there to Iraq, Afghanistan, you have 1 million+ dead Iraqis, many of them non-combatants, people caught in the crossfire. Then you talk about what the Democrats do. You have bombing campaigns in Syria. You have bombing campaigns in Pakistan. Many innocent people are caught up in these attacks. The Pakistan Interior Minister said 80% of the people targeted or killed by the drone attacks were non-combatants. And you may say, well, they conflate their numbers. Well, I'm pretty sure the U.S. downplays their numbers. So maybe it's not 80, but it's not the 10% or whatever President Obama wants you to believe. But it's not just that. Let's talk about the troops out there doing torture. We see Staff Sergeant Joe Biggs. He came back from combat. He said, yeah, I delivered people over there to be tortured. And, the Democrats made fun of Republicans and talked bad about them, about these issues, but then the Democrats, they do the same thing. Dianne Feinstein was recently out there saying, we should stop all this torture. Like, yeah, you should. You should also shut down Guantanamo Bay like you said you were going to a long time ago. And another reason why the military doesn't like President Obama, when it comes down to the money. You guys remember the sequester, when they said we have to shut down this, we have to shut down that, we have to stop White House tours. They even threatened not to pay the military. But don't worry, they still had enough money, the president and his family, to go on a very lavish vacation soon after that. So you can find that full report on the Military Times. And we'll move on to the next article. FBI says John Boehner's Westchester bartender planned to poison him. Sorry, I actually laughed there. Michael Robert Hoyt, age 44, was indicted January 7th on charges of threatening to murder the congressman in a plot police said included poisoning his drink at a country club. And he went on to say, Mr. Hoyt, that he thought Boehner was the devil. Well, I'm not going to go as far as call the man the devil. He's not one of my favorite characters up there in Washington, Capitol Hill, wherever he may be. But I don't think you go out and poison the guy. You vote him out of office, because I know a lot of the Republicans were celebrating, after the midterm elections, we got more seats here, we got more seats there. They really haven't done too much different. And, you have Republicans, Democrats, they may differ on things like abortion or gun issues, things such as that. But when it comes down to the brass tacks, you talk about wars, you talk about torture, you talk about economic crisis. These guys really don't do too much different. Obama's like, we all hated the bank bailouts. I'm like, why are you bailing them out? And that's just one issue with the very unpopular John Boehner. And we'll end tonight with this before we go on to more special reports. Lawmakers reintroduced CISPA cybersecurity bill. The Cyber Intelligence Sharing and Protection Act, which encourages internet companies to share your private data with the government under the guise of cybersecurity, was reintroduced by Congress Rep. Dutch Ruppersberger of Maryland. A leaked draft of the bill, which isn't publicly available yet on congress.gov, is practically a carbon copy of its 2013 incarnation and is exactly what President Obama wants in a proposal he made Tuesday. But why would companies want to do this? Because under CISPA, they'll have legal immunity, both civil and criminal, for sharing your data. So there's no incentive for them to strip any of your personal details they send to the government. So yeah, why not? We saw Twitter, was it last year, year before, they got in a big fight because they didn't want to release their tweets. And now you see companies, under the guise of CISPA, which they're always going to repackage and send back out there. And this is the thing, we've been talking about CISPA, SOPA, all these bills for a while now, for several years now. And they keep getting repackaged and resent out there until they eventually find something that fits. So every time we knock them down, if we knock them down again this time, don't be convinced that it's over. It's always a fight. The quote, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and that's what you have to be. You have to be eternally vigilant. And that's why we're here on the Infowars Nightly News.
City of Austin tap water versus filtered City of Austin tap water. I can taste dirt in it.
God knows what's in this.
This has an aftertaste.
Tastes like Austin water? Yeah, it does. Ugh.
These people just sampled City of Austin tap water straight from the faucet. Next, we had them try a sample of tap water filtered through the ProPure G2.0 filtration system.
High quality H2O.
That one is better.
Tastes like nothing.
Yep, I know what good water tastes like. It's good water.
Most tap water contains added substances like fluoride, chlorine, Monsanto's deadly pesticide, glyphosate, and many others. Studies prove that these substances are linked to an assortment of major health issues, including tooth decay, lowered IQ, and even cancer.
It tastes like you're drinking out of the lake when you're drinking tap water.
Yeah, it has that processed flavor to it.
The ProPure G2.0 filtration system removes these deadly substances and many more, leaving only fresh-tasting, deliciously clean water.
Okay, this is very tasty.
It's good water.
Refreshing.
It's good.
Go to InfoWarsStore.com today. Use promo code WATER and save 10% off your ProPure purchase. Again, that's InfoWarsStore.com or call 1-888-253-3139.